And welcome back to our continuing coverage of the trial of George Zimmerman. I want to bring in CNN legal analyst, also defence attorney Mark NeJame, who joins us from nearby Orlando. And Mark, I'm curious your take on this testimony today, both what you've heard, but also the manner in which it's being delivered.
Well, I think she's doing much better today than she did yesterday, but I think the state has some challenges with this witness. You know, they've stated from the beginning that she was an essential part of their case, that she was in large part a cornerstone of their case. And I think that, you know, they've got troubles anytime the state has a witness who seems to lack this measure of credibility. Remember, she's an acknowledged liar. She's admitted that she's been less than truthful on several occasions, but now she's asking everybody to believe her. And one has to ask themselves very simply, is this a witness who you can believe beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt in order to sustain a conviction? I think that's a challenge, and I think that the state is going to need to modify their strategy a bit and go in a slightly different direction so that when they eventually tell the jury that they want a conviction, that they're not going to rely on her as much as they initially hoped to.
And Mark, you say she's admitted lying in the past, and she says, "Why do I need to lie about that, sir?" Earlier today. Has she lied about the kinds of things, serious things, that would call into question her credibility, or are these small things?
Well, we don't really know that, do we? She says that she lied about her age. We know that. We know that she lied under oath about where she was and concerning supposedly being in a hospital. And now we've got different statements laid upon each other, which suggest that there's some real discrepancies there. We don't really know. The issue is does she have a real clear memory of this? Is she able to tell a story with a beginning, a middle, and an end? And Sonny's in the courtroom, and she's observing the jurors, and I think that means a lot because, you know, I go back to the Casey Anthony jury. Most of us really believed that she was going to be convicted, but we weren't there watching the jurors and their faces and their expressions and how they were following. So that does make a big difference. But if they're more engaged with her today, maybe they are believing, or maybe they're just simply blocked out and now they're listening to her, but they recognize that her testimony is really all not that credible. I don't think anybody could say that she's a strong witness. I think that the state hopes the best that they can do is salvage her and make her a somewhat credible witness.
All right, Mark, I appreciate that. Mark NeJame there, defence attorney, also CNN legal analyst. We'll come back to you a little bit later. Meanwhile, we'll take a short break. We'll be right back.